Hello everyone, and welcome back to Hogwarts Legacy. So we were picking up right where we left off last time, and Professor Fig here is going to take us to our next class, I believe.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
You did, sir. So for those of you who might not have watched the last episode, which you should go and watch, we hid from Professor Weasley that the dragon attack led to us having a bit of a larger adventure than anticipated.
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now.
Okay, good. That's what I thought.
This path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
All right. I'm looking at the map. Was I not supposed to do it this way? Oh, now I open it. Okay, I was a little too quick on the draw. This represents main quests. Completing main quests will further the story, unlock new features, and grant XP. Some quests are locked by spell and or level requirements. In these cases, you will need to be the required level and or have the required spell to activate the quest. New spells can be earned by completing professors' assignments or as quest rewards. Track a quest with right mouse to continue. Why right mouse? That's weird. Defense against the dark arts. The field guide map shows Professor Hecat's classes in the lower section of the astronomy wing. I could get lost in this castle. I may need to use the charmed compass in the field guide to help me find the way. So that will give us Levioso. I thought it was Leviosa. Or the field guide map shows Professor Ronan's classes in the astronomy wing. This castle is enormous. I may need to use the charmed compass in the field guide to help me find the way. Let's go ahead and learn Accio first. I don't think it really makes a difference, but...
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
All right, sounds good. I also, after last time, I got myself a fancy pair of gloves. I think it came because I pre-ordered the game, so just threw those on. Cast Charmed Compass with V. The Charmed Compass will lead you to anything you're tracking. Wait, real quick, I want to try and hit. Excuse you, page.
Revelio.
Is there a way for me to... Maybe I need a new spell to get this. Okay. Alright, out this way. This will take us towards where we're trying to get to. Charms class. Oh, there's a flu thing. Pardon me. Let's give this a little spin real quick.
Revelio.
I know that it's wanting us to go this way. I'm just looking around real fast. Ooh. Hello there, ghosties. Doing a nice little dance with some self-playing instruments. Alright, well, we'll just go to Charms class. There will always be time for more exploration later. For now, let us learn Accio, because that might allow us to get those pages that were floating around.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
My older sister came.
Some of us don't listen.
They're all gossiping. Let's begin Charms class. Hopefully I'll see somebody I know. Oh, I think that's Cressida over there.
Behind you. There is an open seat here.
Or we can talk to, was that
Hello,
Nazi?
I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here
Wow,
tell
he
me
is
the
really just
difference
jumping into
between
it.
the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now.
Dude, it's my first day.
My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Okay, so, alright, this little mini game again. So, study your wand, yep, we will, easy peasy, Accio, it's like nobody's business.
Accio!
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Alright, outside we go. We've been inside for all of 5 seconds, but apparently we need some fresh air. Which, I'm not against field trips. Where are we off to?
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
Okay, he's just building an entire playing field. What are we even...
So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
So, we're like drawing it towards us?
Simply cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now,
Okay.
Think of this like gobstones.
Accio.
But instead of throwing them up... Splendid!
Awesome. 50 points. Do I need to do it again?
Very good! Excellent.
Oh, that was a
control
little
there.
late. Yeah, too
Don't
much.
lose your composure.
It was almost perfect.
Very good. Points to Gryffindor. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
If she gets them all perfect.
You'll be the blues just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Alright, Morg Spell Pants, let's mess her up. Court rules?
Let us
Yeah,
see
I
this.
mean, okay, it's as I thought. What's she getting? She just instantly gets a perfect 50. Lovely.
That is how it's done.
Alright, challenge accepted. Alright, you have to stop it pretty early. Oh wait, can you knock people's balls out of the court? I didn't even consider that. Okay, let's get this one on the far right, because I don't know, those balls are going to be in the
know
way if
everyone
I...
is watching, but try not to be nervous.
Accio.
You are doing quite well.
Alright, there's another 50.
Well done.
Awesome.
Here we go.
Oh, that's coming right towards my ball. Don't hit it. Oh, she barely hit it. Okay.
There we go.
Alright, well, as long as I don't mess this up, I've got it. And I messed it up. Okay, well, we've got a tie.
Very good. Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
What did he do this time? Oh, moving targets.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Watch this.
Okay. Start pulling it towards... My gosh, it goes so much faster for me than it does for hers.
Excellent control.
Let us see this.
Ooh, your ball's gonna get smacked a little. Alright. Let us... Ooh, bad timing. Oh god, I also forgot that I had to release. That was, my brain just completely turned off there. I physically cannot win this
There we
now.
go.
Cool. Alright, well...
Nicely done.
Oh, I goofed it. Not sigh. That was me being dumb, nothing more.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Well, you know, I don't want to show up and be the new kid that owns everybody because, you know, then nobody will like me. I'm trying to be the cool kid, and I intended to mess that up, to stroke her ego.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you.
Okay,
Took
never
me
mind.
weeks
I will
to become
crush you the
proficient
next
with
time.
Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
I am going to crush you the next time we play together. You have just stoked the inner competitive side of me. I'm so glad
That's
you
good to hear.
understand.
It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
That's quite the distance to travel.
Is Ouagadougou much bigger than Hogwarts?
Ouagadougou School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Oh. I I've literally never heard of Wagadu before, so apparently Uganda has the largest school of witchcraft and wizardry.
Is Wagadu a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
Surely the magic is weaker. That's incredible. That is incredible.
You can cast spells without a wand.
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
You'll have to teach me wandless magic at some point, because I agree that could be super handy. Like, you, what was the one spell? I'm blanking on the name of it, but there's the spell that disarms your wand from you, and if you had that happen, you're completely defenseless. So, wandless magic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting.
Well, it was nice to meet you, Natty. I am still going to crush you next time we play Summoner's Court, but it was a pleasure to meet you.
A word, if you would.
Hello, Professor Ronan.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss
That's
Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Alright. Nice to meet you, Professor Ronan. You have uncollected rewards available in the challenges menu. Okay, so challenges, quests. What do we have? Some legendary gloves. Next up is a legendary cape. Alright, gear. So this was what where I'd found the gloves earlier. So handwear. Wait, where are those gloves I just got? I don't know. Defense against the dark arts. Let's track that. I don't know. We'll figure out the gloves later.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Hi there, Samantha.
Hello. You wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
That's kind of you to say, or wasn't too challenging? That's kind of you to say.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
That's fair. You know, I mean, I would feel more confident with saying it wasn't too challenging of a lesson if I had actually won, but considering I lost, let's be humble. Alright. Down into the basement. Oh, hello there, sir. Giving me a nice little heel click. Oh, what's this?
Lumos. Revelio. Lumos.
I'm not really sure I lit that up. I don't know what that's doing for me, but... Oh, there's apparently another flue tower flue... I don't know what to call them. Flue... powder... fireplace. I guess a fireplace works. Alright. Defense against the dark arts.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Thanks, Ignacio Wildsmith.
Is that all you've got?
Oh.
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Okay. So let's learn Leviosa real quick. I swear it's Leviosa. I could be sounding like a complete idiot, but I thought it was Leviosa. Like, doesn't Hermione make a big deal about its Leviosa, not Leviosa?
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Oh, I get to demonstrate first for the class again. Very nice.
Let us begin with the basic cast.
Okay.
See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast.
All right.
Remember, a surprise well done.
Okay, cool. So, when an enemy parries, use Levioso.
Practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two.
Oh, there's Cressida
Duelists,
behind us.
Take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Okay. When do we begin?
This should be easy.
Levioso!
Lucky.
Wow, he has a lot of health.
I know.
This can't take a first duel.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
Stupefy. Is that allowed, me using Stupefy?
I do enjoy a lively duel.
Wow, I am absolutely shrekking him. I knocked him off of the table.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
My guy's like so oblivious to him trying to be rude.
Spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments.
All right, cool.
All right, that's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Well, that class was a lot easier than Charms. Hi
I'd
there.
hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
If you know the right spells, it's dark wizards that'll fear you, not the other way around.
Wow, your voice does not match your face. Also, what's up with the, like, ink on your fingers? Okay. These are just people gossiping. Let's talk to Mr.
Nice
Sallow.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand.
I mean,
Then
I have
again,
combat experience.
Perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've had my share of wand combat, or it was never used my wand in combat. Let's not lie. I've had my share of
I've
wand
dueled
combat.
enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Oh, okay.
Fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Sounds intriguing.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library.
Exactly.
You just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested.
Okay.
Till next time.
So that's probably like a side quest sort of thing.
Oh, I'm not much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly.
Revelio.
Sorry, I'm casting Revelio. It says there's a treasure chest, like... When it says above me, does it mean like physically a floor above, or...
What are you up to now?
I think I have to go meet Professor Weasley. You're not currently tracking anything. Oh well. Let us track something. Side quests are now available. Available side quests can be found inside regions of Hogwarts marked as black flags and discovered by exploring the world. These quests reward XP but do not advance the main story. So wait, real quick. Crossed Wands round 1 or Weasley after class. Does it give me anything? You know what? I'm just gonna continue the main storyline for now, so that way we can kind of open up some new spells and look into stuff like that.
Revelio.
Painting of Eliasus. This painting depicts the young orphan wizard Elias. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. Who famously saved his entire village from an army of Dementors and the dark wizard Raxidian by conjuring a mouse Patronus. Interesting. Alright, we have another reward to collect. We can get these glasses, very nice. I'm still confused, did I not collect these? Gear appearance reward. Is it a, gear? Oh, change appearance, okay. So I can have them look like dark arts gloves, black leather gloves, or legendary gloves. Let's do the legendary gloves, fancy. I got myself some dragon skin gloves, it looks like. All right.
Never forget what that Hufflepuff girl said.
Alright, let us head on out. Oh, hi kitty. Hello there. The game lets you pet the cat. I might be merging into the cat a little bit, but... What's that one site that's always like, can you pet the cat or can you pet the dog? Well, you can indeed pet the cat.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Well, you're welcome, Ignatia. Alright, Weasley after class.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah,
Bye, Deke.
there you are.
Classes went well.
I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Hasn't Professor Fig said anything, or no, Professor? Ooh, I don't know if I should keep lying. No, Professor.
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan mentioned that, or what? More work? Professor Ronan mentioned it.
did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
With what money am I paying for all of this? What more can you tell me about the potions shop?
Can you tell me more about the potions shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
What's a spellcraft?
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
Alright.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
Alright, well, let's go.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
Why not both? Natty or Sebastian? Let's do Natty because
I'd like to go with Natty.
She's part of my
Excellent
house.
choice. Miss Onai is one of our most talented students. And she knows the area. She'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Alright.
Revelio.
Anything needing revealing around here? There's a lock over here. Speak to Professor Ronan to receive your first assignment. Assignments are types of quests given to you by Hogwarts professors that, when completed, reward you with new spells. The reward for completing your first assignment will be the Mending Charm, Reparo, which is required to complete other requests. Okay. I think it explained that earlier, if I'm recalling correctly. Oh, and if I look, it's saying this. You need to learn Reparo to do this, and then I will unlock Ancient Magic Throw and Ancient Magic. Okay. Hi, kitty. Hold on a second, my frames are freaking out. Alright, Professor.
There you are.
What is going on?
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The Mending Charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
What's the purpose of the
must I
test?
first complete tasks to learn Reparo?
No lesson or lecture can compare to first-hand experience, and these tasks should provide you with just that. Such experience is invaluable when mastering any new bit of magic.
All right,
I'll
get him
on the
done.
task right away, Professor.
Really shouldn't complain considering he's doing this like in his off time. Alright, this fountain in the Transfiguration Courtyard has a likeness of a wyvern on top and serves as a relaxing place for students to gather. Despite rumors to the contrary possibly started by Sir Cadogan, this is most assuredly not meant to be the wyvern of Wye, slain by the lively knight in spite of himself. Alright, collect the flying page near the broken statue. I saw... Oh, there we go. So... I bet I can use Accio on that, because that's something I'd been trying to do earlier, actually. Accio! There we go. Got a page, and then collect the flying page in the Defense Against the Dark Arts Tower. Okay.
A flying page must be around here somewhere.
If only a new student were to help me with my sad predicament.
Huh, I wonder if Zenobia here wants us to help her with the quest.
Are you alright?
Don't you know who I am? Zenobia Noak, the girl whom everyone at school hates for no reason.
Why does everyone hate you? Or I'm sorry to hate that. Why does everyone hate you?
Why?
Because Hogwarts is full of bullies and spoilsports. Leander Pruitt's one of the worst, that no-talent moon mind. I wanted to make some new friends, and so I brought my collection down to the common room. My gobstone collection, that is. I was hoping someone would want to play. Are you familiar with gobstones? Little balls, like marbles. Grand game. And if you lose, they spray you with a foul-smelling liquid.
That sounds very fun. Gobstones, interesting.
Sounds like a fun challenge.
That's what I tried to tell everyone. People can be so cruel. Just because they're sprayed all over with smelly gobstone spit, it's their own fault for losing. Imelda is one of the worst losers. Everett and Astoria are terrible as well. And now those poor losers have taken my gobstones and hidden them in very high places all over the school.
Well, that's not nice. Sound as if they overreacted or I'd have done the same. I wouldn't have done that. You don't bully someone over, you know, a game.
Rather an overreaction on their part.
I'll say. Anyway, I can't work out how to get them back on my own. I don't think I know the necessary spells yet. I need someone, perhaps a selfless and talented fifth year to help me.
Thank you for that very blatant flattery. Any idea as to how to reach them?
Get your gobstones down from their hiding spots?
If I knew that, I'd get them myself. Whoever hid my gobstones that high got up there somehow.
Haven't you any friends at school?
Not really. Natty said hello once, but not a word since.
That's rough. Well, I'll be your friend.
I'll see what I can do.
I'd appreciate the help. If you do find all of my gobstones, do come and see me again. I'll be back to playing Snake Pit and Jackstone by myself in no time.
Oh, that's so sad. I'll be your friend. Are these all of her gobstones, I'm guessing, on the map? Well, I wasn't really trying to follow that right now. If I find him, I get wand handles. That's very nice, but I am looking to do... Which one is it? Okay, you know what? J. Let's just do it this way. Professor Ronan's assignment. Much easier. Alright, Accio. There we go. We will return to the professor in just a moment. There was something...
Are we?
What was I just wanting to do? I saw there was the annex here. Like a moth to a frame. Somebody's looking for a clue. Perhaps I can help her investigate. And Cressida has a lofty problem with her literature. Okay, we'll talk to them in a minute. Real quick, though, let's go ahead and talk to Professor Ronan. Why on earth am I running like this? Also, why am I running with my wand out? I could just put it away. It'd be a lot easier.
Keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Alright.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Alright.
Remember,
Reparo
is a conduit of your magic.
Big crest, okay. Alright, cool. Reparo. And that'll go in slot 3. The mending charm Reparo can be used to mend broken objects and pieces of the environment.
That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Okay, where's this alcove you're speaking of? Alcove by the water.
Reparo.
It's not this?
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Nicely done. Works like a charm, doesn't it?
It sure does. Did that do anything, or is it just, like, practice?
Revelio.
Oh wait, I bet you... No, nothing? Really? Surprising.
Lumos. Levioso.
Okay. Got myself a field guide page. Already level 3, I am gonna be a god amongst these mortals by the time I'm done here. Okay, real quick. We have a chest hidden back here, it looks like. Maybe?
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
I gotcha, I will. The minimap says there's a chest here, but...
Revelio.
I'm not... Oh, chest is on the other side of the wall, I see. Accio on that guy. 21 and 17. What? What am I doing here? Oh. I see. Puzzle of some sort that I don't know the answer to. Okay. Hold up, I did not mean to go into the map. Let's collect that up.
Revelio.
That's a cool statue.
There's something in there, I just know it.
What's in here, Lenora?
Hello, I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello, I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Have you learned anything about it?
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind. But I'm not sure what to do next.
Are there other paintings?
Are there any other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest.
Yeah,
if I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
I accidentally kind of started to figure that out when I cast
If I have the
Lumos on
time
one
when they
earlier.
look, could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have.
Lumos.
Do come and
Cast
find me.
Lumos.
That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
Alright, it's a statue next to a staircase. Oh, it's literally telling me where to go. Okay.
It's about time.
This looks like the location from the painting. What could be so special about it?
Statue of Gregory the Smarmy. This statue with an ingratiating grin depicts the medieval wizard Gregory the Smarmy, the wizard famous for inventing Gregory's Unctuous Unction, a potion that makes the drinker believe whoever gave them the potion is their best friend. I found the location. What am I supposed to do with this guy?
Levioso. Lumos.
Oh,
Let's
you
get
use
you
Lumos.
back to your frame, little moth.
Ah, I see. Alright, Lenora.
I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
Alright, cool. Another challenge reward quest. If we complete one more assignment, we will get the top of the class scarf. We just got the Hogwarts regalia gloves. I actually kind of like the regalia gloves because they go along with the uniform. So let's see. Yeah, that looks kind of cool. Okay, Lenora, I did it in like 2 seconds.
Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
I followed the clues, or I'm not telling. I followed the clues.
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Amit, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out.
I don't think I've met Amit yet.
I should have seen that.
Alright, I got Cobalt Regalia. Alright, and then there was one more side quest over here. Wasn't there? Am I imagining things? Perhaps I am. Back to the map real fast. There's the south wing. Crossed wands round 1, okay. Or... oh wait, yeah. I'm looking at the wrong thing, that's why I couldn't find the quest. Here we go. Cressida.
Oh dear.
Is everything all right?
Oh, hello. Nice to see you again. Thank you for asking. And I'm afraid everything's not all right. I may be in a spot of trouble with the librarian. You might recall that I was trying to cast non-verbally when we met in the common room. Well, I mastered that. And now I've taken to creating my own charms. Thought I'd perfected my light as a feather charm to use on my library books. My arms get so tired carrying them around all day. But I must have confused the Latin word for feather with bird in my incantation, because when I opened my bag just now in the library, they literally took flight.
That's amazing, or seems a lot of work just to carry books. I'd say that's amazing.
Sounds brilliant, actually.
Thank you. Somehow I don't think the librarian will see it that way. I collect the books and remove the charm myself, except this isn't the first time one of my charms has threatened the peace of the library. Amit told Madame Scribner they were my books flying around, so she said that if I caused her any more trouble, she'd write to my parents. Perhaps you could get them for me. There are only 5. She won't be suspicious of a new student looking around.
Why did Army tell Madam Scribner that they were your books?
Oh, to be perfectly honest, I don't think he meant any harm. I think he was impressed, bragging on my behalf. Amit spends a lot of time gazing at the stars, but he knows a good charm when he sees one.
I suppose I could help, if I have the time.
Oh, I'd very much appreciate it. One of the books is my diary. I'd rather it not fall into the wrong hands. If you could collect them and bring them to me, I can remove the charm.
Okay. Library is this way, it would appear.
I'm going to have to use acquaint to get to those books. Got it. Only 4 more to go.
Well, that's easy. Okay. Books. If I were books, where would I be? Besides in a library.
Revelio.
Does Revelio show me their location? Here's one.
Acquaint.
There's another. I'm stuck.
Revelio. Acquaint. This must be Cressida's diary. I'd want this back too if I were her.
Ooh, anything juicy? Today was a good day. That is until Gareth splashed whatever ridiculous concoction he was creating all over my perfectly stewed lacewing flies. Had to empty my entire cauldron and start all over again. He is such a menace, thinks he knows everything there is to know about potions, always disrupting Professor Sharp's class with his experiments. I'm utterly convinced that if he wasn't Professor Weasley's nephew, he would have been expelled by now. Arbroath Smokies again tonight for dinner. I'm becoming more partial to them now, although I still prefer meat pie. Okay, so not the juicy stuff I was expecting, but you know, it's something. Alright, book. That's not working. I'm gonna have to get up higher.
Revelio.
Okay, some Revelio. Grab up that book. And then the last one, I just saw it over there.
Revelio.
Wrong book. It's a field guide page, and while that's helpful, it's not what I'm after. Come on. There we go. Accio.
That's the last book. Now to take them back to Cressida.
Alright, Cressida, I got your books. Once again, took like all of 2 seconds to figure it out, but here you go.
Hello, Cressida. I collected your books, including your diary.
Oh, what a relief. Thank you. I'll happily take the heavy lot off your hands now.
Perhaps a reward to keep the diary. I am not gonna blackmail her. Here you go.
Well, lesson learned. I certainly won't be practicing any charms in the library again anytime soon. Now, to work out where I went wrong. Perhaps I should start brushing up on my Latin.
Probably would be helpful.
Thank goodness some people are trustworthy. Certainly wouldn't want anyone but me reading my diary.
Yeah, I mean, I got a reward anyways, and it didn't require me to blackmail her, so. Yeah. A couple of side quests done. We still need to find those gobblestones for what's-her-face. Zoke or whatever. Zenobia's gobstones. That's what I was talking about. Yeah, so next time I think we'll go on ahead and go to Hogsmeade, but with that, I think we're going to end the episode here. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you all next time for some more Hogwarts Legacy. Have a good one, everybody. Bye.